We build a lot of great products here in our workshop, but there are a few that I can flat out say are some of my favorites. And this is a piece of gear that I use all the time and absolutely love, the Spinner Deluxe Daypack. Now when I was in Wyoming growing up and learning to fish and playing time on trail, I would go into the backcountry, I'd spend long days on the water, and I needed to carry a Daypack. And some of the things that frustrated me most about the Daypacks that were out there were things that I fought with and things that caused me to take my pack off and throw it on the bank or have to backtrack to it later, and it just drove me bananas. So I wanted to come up with a pack that would combat some of those issues, and ultimately this is the product that has not only combated them, but solved them. So first and foremost, the harness system. This is the key piece that makes the Spinner what it is. The Spinner harness is designed to function like no other backpack in the world, and it's for this reason. I want you to picture every backpack you've ever worn. Strap comes up over your shoulder, and if you want to get it up high on your shoulder and then cinch it down, what do you have to do? You have to grab that lower strap and pull on it, and when you do that, where does the strap go? Right into your armpit. Now if you're out all day on the water, like I was, and you're fishing away with a backpack, and you've got these straps digging into your armpit and on the inside of your chest all day, that is an extremely uncomfortable situation. And it's not necessarily a whole lot more stable than some of the other options that are out there because it doesn't really securely grab the lower part of the pack, and it flops around and it's a mess. And not to mention that pain on the inside is just too much. The way that we do what we do is we built the strap harness to come straight over your shoulders and to loop around a lower compression strap that goes across your chest. Seems pretty straightforward, but because we've done this at a 90-degree angle and allowed it to wrap around that lower buckle, you can now secure this over your chest, and then when you're ready to hike in, you can push those straps now and slide them out on your chest to be able to get more stability on your shoulders. Now you're ready to start fishing, you want to take some pressure off of your shoulders and get the straps away from where you're going to be working, you can slide those back to the middle. The pack still rides comfortably and secure, so it's not flopping around, so it's more stable on the water and it's not going to be getting in your way as much or throwing you off balance when you're wading. But it gives you the freedom of movement now to do what you need to do and enjoy the day. You don't have to worry about that thing digging in anymore. And that's really, really a major driver of what makes this pack so special. Now, the rest of the pack is built to carry your core day's gear, but with an added bonus of being able to add on one of our removable Deluxe gear pouches to be able to give you access to additional gear that you can pull to the front once you're fishing, but mount on the back of the pack for the hike in so it's not in your way. It's there when you need it. It's on the back out of your way when you don't. So what I mean by that is this. This is the Deluxe gear pouch here, and it clips onto the face of the pack here with two side release buckles at the top and a lower tab here that secures the pouch to the face of the pack so it stays sturdy. But this pouch now can be an additional gear carrier where you can stick some additional pieces in for the hike in, or when you need it, give you the opportunity to remove and you wear that around front. Now I'll demonstrate that more detailed here for you. So the pouch itself disconnects from the top. You remove the lower tab. I'm going to slide the pack back on. And now I've got this pouch. So I'm out fishing and I need to be able to have my couple good fly boxes up, my tippet up, other pieces of gear handy. Now I can take the adjustable compression strap, which comes with this, clip that onto the same buckles that are used to mount it to the face of the pack. And now I have a little pouch that I can wear like a chest pack on the water, or like my taste, I can open it up all the way, throw one arm through it, and I can tuck that pouch off to my side where it keeps my front clean, it keeps things out of my way to tangle on, and when I need it, I can pull it back to the front where I can get core access to my gear. Now the Deluxe gear pouch is built with the core needs in mind. So we've got a pocket in the back where you can stick in a leader wallet, a fly wallet, pinch pouch with some of your weight and indicators. It's got this loop on the front for you to mount an arc accessory. In this case, this is our arc tippet pack. We had a lot of folks that really wanted us to make a very simple and easy way to mount your tippet on and to be able to switch tippet between gear, and this is that. So if I want to switch between fluoro and mono or saltwater and freshwater, I can just slide this through the loop on the face of the pouch, flip it down, flip it closed, and it secures it in place. I've also got the ability to slide my hemostats up through and pinch them off on one of these two tool loops on the face, or use these two loops to be able to mount on things like my nippers or dry fly floating or otherwise. Inside the main compartment, which is closed by this flap with a security buckle, and a series of loops of Velcro here. It also gives me the ability to carry core gear in here. So the pouch itself is pretty good size. I can actually carry 2 boxes of this size plus a tacky box very, very comfortably. This is a Super Days Worth from Cliff. It works really well with one of these for my nymphs, my dries, my small streamers, my midges. Have another box of this size, the one we call the Cliff Standard. It's the same box as the Crab Shack, but it's another great box that's got the foam on both sides for your bigger streamers that you can drop in, and then a tacky box as well that can slip in and go to give you additional space, or maybe a sandwich or otherwise for your day out. There's also, in behind that buckle, one more little pocket here, and this is great for you to stick a pair of pliers in. This is great for you to be able to tuck in other quick accessory things that you don't want necessarily getting in your way or getting lost inside the main compartment, but are still within quick and easy access. Now, the pouch itself is only one piece of the storage on this pack, and I'm going to set it down for a moment. But the rest of the storage in the pack focuses on how the face of the pack is built, as well as how the inside of the pack is built. So here on the face you can see that we have a series of major details and features. First of all, we have these compression pockets on the sides. These will hold an additional rod socked up. The compression straps at the top to help secure them in place. These will hold a water bottle. These will hold a number of things, but they're double layer stretch fabric, really, really solid stuff. Definitely good pockets. It also has a D-ring here for you to clip on additional gear or to mount a magnetic landing net release. And you can also use the lower loop here to help secure the handle of that so it doesn't flop around if that's more comfortable for you. There are these 3 big loops here on the side. You can mount an arc accessory right around these. You can clip on additional tools here, as well as this pocket for additional gear. A lot of times I'll tuck in, leader wallets, things that I don't necessarily need to get at all the time into this pocket. It's a great place for those. The other thing we've got here is this flap closure that goes up and over the top. And through this flap closure, you can see that there's this sleeve. Now the sleeve goes through for a primary reason. If it's going to rain and you see the clouds on the horizon, the last thing you want to have to do if you're standing in the middle of the river is open up your bag and pull out your rain gear to be able to put it on. So what I tried to do here is give you a quick and easy place where you can slide your rain gear through, get it when you need it without ever having to open up your bag. The main compartment of the pack is built with this flap closure with the gusseted top, which reduces the chance of water getting in. And the bottom is built with vinyl for the same purpose, to give you a nice waterproof base to protect your gear. But inside the main compartment there are 2 key pockets. The first of these is a little sleeve right up against your back. Great place for you to tuck in a soft layer or your rain gear when you're not sure if you're going to need it. But it'll also take a hydration bladder, so if you want to carry one of those, certainly you can do that. And then the main compartment was designed specifically to carry a Bugger Beast from Cliff Outdoors. But for me, a lot of times what I do is I just take my DSLR, I roll it up in a dry bag, stick that in, toss my lunch in, toss in a couple extra fly boxes, a couple layers, whatever I might need for a nice day on the water, load it up and go. And I don't have to worry about the stuff that typically annoyed me when I was on the water with the Daypack before. So this is the Spinner Deluxe edition. The standard spinner is built the same way, but without the additional removable pouch. So if you wanted to be able to check that out, that's another option for you if you don't need the pouch. Great for spay fishermen that don't necessarily want that up front. But for the rest of us, this version is the way to go if you certainly, or if you might need it. Definitely pick this one up over the other. We hand build each of these to order in our workshop, and hopefully we'll have the opportunity to build one for you very, very soon. Thanks for checking it out today. Today in Vedavoo land, we're talking about wonderful things. See how I'm facing the wall, and then I'm facing the camera, and then I'm facing the wall, and then I'm facing the camera. Hooray. Boo.